Welcome to Season 18 of the 5-Minute Biographies podcast from 5minutebiographies.com, where each week we tell you interesting things about interesting people in about 5 minutes. If you enjoy the show and would like to support us, why not consider buying us a coffee? Head on over to 5minutebiographies.com/coffee to see how. This is episode 8, Anne Frank. Anne Frank, born Annelies Marie Frank on the 12th of June 1929 in Frankfurt am Main, Germany, became one of the most poignant symbols of the Holocaust and its atrocities. Her diary, kept while in hiding from Nazi persecution, has moved millions of readers worldwide and provides a personal, human perspective on the horrors experienced by European Jews under Nazi rule. Anne's life, though tragically short, endures as a testament to resilience, hope, and the indomitable human spirit, forever reminding us of the inhumanity of war and the preciousness of freedom. Anne was the second daughter of Edith and Otto Frank, a Jewish family who had lived comfortably in Frankfurt. However, the rise of Adolf Hitler and the increasing anti-Semitic sentiment in Germany led the Franks to seek safety elsewhere. In 1933, when Anne was just 4 years old, the family moved to Amsterdam, the Netherlands, where Otto had accepted a position with a company that produced pectin, a gelling agent for making jam. In the Netherlands, Anne and her sister Margot adapted well to their new surroundings, attending school, making friends, and living a relatively normal life, despite the growing threat of Nazi aggression across Europe. However, the outbreak of World War II and the subsequent invasion of the Netherlands by Nazi forces in May 1940 shattered the family's sense of security. With the German occupation, restrictions against Jews rapidly increased. Jews were forbidden from using public transport, shopping in non-Jewish stores, and participating in many aspects of daily life. In July 1942, the Franks received a call-up notice for Margot to report to a work camp in Germany. Fearing for their lives, Otto Frank devised a plan to hide his family. On the 6th of July 1942, the Franks went into hiding in a concealed apartment at the back of Otto's business premises at 263 Prinsengracht in Amsterdam. The space, known as the secret annex, was concealed by a movable bookcase and shared with the Van Pels family and later with Fritz Pfeffer, a dentist. For over 2 years, Anne, her family, and their fellow occupants remained hidden in the cramped quarters, relying on the bravery of Otto's colleagues, who risked their own lives to provide them with food and supplies. During this time, Anne kept a diary, a gift she received for her 13th birthday shortly before going into hiding. Writing became a vital outlet for her thoughts, feelings, and frustrations. In her diary, she recorded daily life in the annex, the strains of confinement, and her observations on human nature. Her entries reveal a sensitive and insightful young girl grappling with the challenges of adolescence under extreme circumstances. Her writing touched on a range of emotions, from fear and anger to hope and a yearning for freedom, making her account deeply personal and relatable. Anne dreamed of becoming a writer and even began revising her diary with the hope of publishing it after the war. Her entries reveal a remarkable maturity and awareness as she pondered philosophical questions about human behavior and the future of humanity. She wrote, "I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are truly good at heart." This statement, made amidst the harrowing reality of her existence, has resonated with readers as a profound expression of hope. However, on the 4th of August, 1944, after more than 2 years in hiding, the secret annex was betrayed. The Gestapo, alerted by an anonymous tip, raided the building and arrested the inhabitants. Anne and her family were first sent to Westerbork, a transit camp in the Netherlands, and in September 1944 they were transported to the Auschwitz concentration camp in Poland. Upon arrival, Anne, her sister, and their mother were separated from Otto. Edith Frank died in Auschwitz in January 1945, while Anne and Margot were transported to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in Germany. At Bergen-Belsen, conditions were deplorable, with widespread starvation, disease, and overcrowding. In early 1945, a typhus epidemic swept through the camp, claiming the lives of thousands of prisoners, including Anne and her sister. Margot was the first to succumb to the disease, followed closely by Anne. Anne Frank died of typhus in March 1945, just weeks before the camp was liberated by British forces. She was 15 years old at the time of her death, her life cut short before she had the chance to realize her dreams. Following the war, Otto Frank, the sole survivor of the family, returned to Amsterdam. Upon his return, he was given Anne's diary by Miep Gies, one of the brave individuals who had helped the family during their years in hiding. Miep had found the diary after the family's arrest and kept it safe, hoping to return it to Anne. Otto, recognizing the significance of Anne's words, made the difficult decision to honor her wish of becoming a writer by publishing the diary. The Diary of a Young Girl, as it is widely known today, was first published in 1947 and has since been translated into more than 70 languages, reaching readers across the globe. Anne Frank's diary offers an intimate glimpse into the Holocaust from the perspective of a young girl whose life was irrevocably altered by hatred and intolerance. Through her writing, Anne has become an enduring voice for millions of Holocaust victims. Her words, a reminder of the brutality of the Nazi regime and the resilience of those who suffered. Her diary transcends time and place, urging readers to reflect on the consequences of discrimination and the importance of human rights and tolerance. Anne's legacy lives on not only through her diary, but also through the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam, which has been preserved as a museum. The house attracts millions of visitors each year, serving as a powerful reminder of the atrocities of the Holocaust and the strength of the human spirit. The museum educates visitors about the dangers of prejudice and the importance of protecting the freedoms that Anne and so many others were denied. The story of Anne Frank remains a universal symbol of resilience and hope in the face of unimaginable suffering. Her brief life and her words continue to inspire readers to fight against injustice, hatred, and intolerance, ensuring that the memory of Anne Frank and the horrors of the Holocaust will not be forgotten. Through her diary, Anne achieved the legacy she dreamed of, speaking not only for herself, but for all those who were silenced. I hope you enjoyed that episode of 5-Minute Biographies from 5minutebiographies.com. If you did, why not subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes, and leave us a review while you're there. Also, why not consider our other 5-minute podcasts? 5-Minute History, 5-Minute Murder, 5-Minute Mysteries, and 5-Minute Warfare. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.